Hello everyone, my name is Michaela and today we are going to be renovating the cafe, so let's just head right inside. So here we are in the cafe. I know there are a couple chairs and tables down right now, but that's because Lottie forced me to decorate this cafe when I was not ready. So I just placed down a couple furniture items to make her happy, but now I am actually going to try my best and put in the work to make a great looking cafe. So as you'll see, I am placing down a whole bunch of plants. I really want this cafe to be kind of like a natural cafe with like a whole bunch of antique things. I really like the idea of the back wall being brick. So I placed down a brick accent wall and then I end up changing the rest of the wall to something else. I make it pretty simple. At first I really liked this floral kind of look. I go back and forth between which floral wallpaper I want, but then in the end I just go with a simple kind of brick wall because I do end up placing a lot of wall items down. So I figured I would make the wall be simple and then have a whole bunch of decorations on the wall. So right now I'm starting with how I want the layout of the cafe. I really like the idea of having some couches down, so I place those on the right side, and then on the left side I will add some stools and some tables to sit and eat and drink your coffee. And then as for the back, I really like the idea of having kind of like the kitchen, like preparation area in the back, taking up the whole back wall. So right now I'm just kind of going through the whole catalog, seeing what items I want. I was trying to find a lot of like cute vintage looking chairs, so I'm kind of deciding what chairs I want. I was really having a hard time finding a chair and table that matched really well, but in the end I figured it out. So right now I'm just recoloring some of the things that I placed down because I forget to recolor them sometimes when I first place them down. And then I found this really cool stool, and I'm really happy that I found this because this is such a cool stool. I think it goes great with the cafe vibes, kind of like the vintage aesthetic of it. So I placed these down. And this is the chair that I use for the tables. So now I'm just working on the placement on where I want the tables and stools to go, and I'm also moving around all the plants that I placed down. So now I'm choosing the recolors of everything I want. It's not really the most exciting or anything to commentate about, But here I decided to place counters down all along the back wall to make it look like this is where they get the coffee ready. I think it's a really cool look, and I am finding a whole bunch of minuscule decorations to place down. I really like all these, the cream and sugar and the coffee. I love the milk just sitting out on the counter and the espresso machine. I also wanted the idea of the cafe selling juice too, so I added that blender and that container with fruit in it. And again, right here I'm looking through the catalog to find a whole bunch of little things to add on the counters and in the back. I actually thought that these counters would look nicer because they look more like kitchen counters, but I end up using the other counters anyway. I'm also placing all the appliances in the back, so then it looks like this is where they get the coffee and everything ready. So right here is where I decide what flooring and wallpaper I want. At first, I actually thought about changing the floor tile to something more abstract and then have a more simple wall. I really liked the one blue floor tile, but I end up just going with the basic old wood flooring. And then on the side, I also do just a basic brick wall. At first, I really like the idea of having like a floral wallpaper, but I just make it pretty simple because I do end up adding a lot of stuff on the wall, and I feel like it would look a little too distracting if I had the floral wallpaper. So this is the common wall I use. I actually really like this wallpaper. I plan on using it in another build I am going to do that is going to be kind of Halloween themed. And then I saw these vines and I thought that would look so awesome hanging on the back, kind of making it look very overgrown. And I also saw this menu board and I thought that would look really cool in the back. Sadly, they didn't have any coffee logos, so I did have to use the juice one, but that's okay because I like the idea of having this cafe also have juice. And now on the wall here, I'm placing down kitchen utensils and stuff, make it look more full. I had an air conditioner and plants all along the wall. I do end up moving those around, I think, because I placed down some paintings and frames. It took me a little to decide what aesthetic I wanted, so I kind of change around the look of the frames. I also love this really cute pinecone mobile. I think it's adorable. And this macrame tapestry. I also add a surveillance camera in the corner. And I love these bug and fossil posters. I really wish that Animal Crossing would come out with an official version of the posters because I would buy all of them and place them on my wall. I actually tried looking them up on Etsy and I couldn't really find anything that was the exact same as the poster. So I saw this really cute rug and it looked really vintage, so I placed that down, and then the same with the other round tan rug. And again, I'm just looking through the catalog here, seeing if there's anything else that I could place down, and I found the gyroids. I always forget that I have these, and I really wanted to place a couple down, acting like they are little customers sitting and drinking their coffee and on their computer. I thought it was so cute. And I do actually end up going back and turning them off because they were really annoying me with the noises they were making. I added this jukebox that looks super vintage. I add the Animal City music that you actually hear in the background right now. And I was going back and forth here debating if I want to make it a little bit bigger because I really was pushing it for space. And I really wanted to make it bigger, but in the end I was like, no, that's too much more work. And then I also forgot that there are museum paintings. So I actually replaced them with the other paintings that I had because I think the museum paintings look actually a lot nicer and it gives that vintage kind of vibe. So again, I'm just looking through the catalog for the last time to see if there's anything that I might want to place down that I missed. But yeah, this is the final look of the cafe. I love how it turned out. I love the aesthetic of it. I think it's really cute. I love all the plants and how vintage it looks. I always go into these builds not sure if I am going to create something I like, but this is probably my favorite Happy Home Paradise build. So yeah, that is the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed and maybe found some inspiration from this build. If you did, you want to give me a like or even subscribe to my channel to see my channel grow. Recently, I just got 10 subscribers and that means the world to me. I know that is such a minuscule number, but the fact that I see my channel growing is great. But yeah, on that note, I am going to leave it here. I hope you all have a great day or night wherever you are, and I will see you in the next build. Bye!